Hi, Dr. Harrison here, and in this video, I want to talk about some serious conditions that are plaguing people around the United States and overseas as well. And a lot of these conditions are on the rise, and they're on the rise due to a lot of different factors, which we'll talk about in a moment. But the conditions that I'm speaking of most prominently are hypothyroid, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and now we're seeing autism spectrum disorders. All these are on a huge incline or rise, and people are suffering out there, and we've been working with them locally in the office, and I needed to expand my reach, so now I'm working with people by Skype and via telephone and email all around the country. And these are very, very serious conditions. People are really suffering with fatigue, brain fog, inability to lose weight despite diet and exercise, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease. People have a hard time even getting out and moving and exercising because of their heart conditions. You've got people with type 2 diabetes aging too rapidly, and if you know any people who are suffering with diabetes, you probably know that their main problems aren't so much the diabetes itself. They don't die from the diabetes. They die from the side effects of the high insulin running around in the body, which ages you much more quickly, leads to cardiovascular type conditions. And so you can see how a lot of these are intertwined together. People with type 2 diabetes many times have cardiovascular problems. People who are type 2 diabetic typically end up hypothyroid. Well, that's because they're all driven by a lot of the same types of problems, which are too much sugar in the diet, too many toxins in their food supply, so they're not eating organic foods, they're eating processed foods laced with chemicals, pesticides, antibiotics, hormones that are driving inflammation in the body and driving these autoimmune responses. And so what I've done over the last year or two is I developed an online video program. I call it Dr. Steve's Cellular Reboot Program, because a lot of people didn't need to really work with me one-on-one. Maybe their symptoms weren't quite as advanced and they just needed some dietary changes. In fact, some people, I get on the phone for an hour with them and we set them up on a new diet, and that's all they need. Others, they need a detox program. Well, I created Dr. Steve's Cellular Reboot Program so that they could get me by video, and it's a one-time membership fee. You either pay monthly for 12 months and then you have lifetime access, or you pay a one-time fee for lifetime access, which is discounted. And you have access to me by video where I walk you through not only all the dietary changes, but how to open up detox pathways, and then how to detox the body to include, mold, Lyme, heavy metals, the list goes on, but to really do detox at the cellular level and repairing the cell membranes, which is a topic for another video. And I walk them through that process by video. For those who are really, really sick, those are the ones that I need to work with one-on-one. And that can be a pretty intensive program, but some people need that intensive program. So what I offer through the website, if you go to drsteveharrison.com, you'll see that there's a button up above or over to the side that says click here for a consultation. And if you click on that button, you'll fill out your name and a little bit of information about what's going on with yourself. And then it'll take you to a calendar where you can actually schedule a free consultation with me, where I will call you. We'll spend 10-15 minutes on the phone and see what we can do to maybe steer you in the right direction. I know you're out there, you're probably suffering with these conditions, and maybe you've tried some methods or some mild detox programs that haven't worked. There's a reason for that, and during our consultation, I'll explain to you what's different about our program and how we help people suffering with these symptoms just like yourself. So go ahead and check out the website. Again, that's drsteveharrison.com, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.